Thanks, Namdi. My name is Zach Sayer, and welcome to this week's Countdown. This weekend is the annual True Falls Film Festival in Columbia, and I'm here to try to convince you to get out and support some seriously starving artists' dreams. Detailed ever so eloquently by Louis C.K. at the Oscars this past Sunday, documentary filmmakers make very little money in their craft, and yet they create some of the most moving, important features of their time. So for both fans and critics of documentaries, I'm now going to count down my top 5 must-see movies at the film festival. Coming in at number 5 is The Land of the Enlightened by director Peter Jan Depew, which follows a group of Afghani marauders, all of whom are under 16 years old, as they engage in activities children in America wouldn't dream of. From extorting heroin from locals to scavenging and selling explosives left over from war. This film blends fiction and nonfiction to paint a stunning picture of war-torn Afghanistan like you've never had the opportunity to see it before. At number 4, Those Who Jump by directors Moritz Siebert, Estefan Wagner, and Abu Bakr Sidibé details the harsh lives of African migrants trying to scale a barrier between their home in Morocco and the Spanish city of Melilla. But instead of making a typical documentary from an outside viewpoint, the two initial directors, Siebert and Wagner, handed off a camera to one of the migrants, Sidibé, who was given co-director credit. This allowed him to film from inside the confines of their makeshift camp. In doing so, he captures all of the hope, danger, and much more, culminating for a truly enthralling story. At number 3 on my list, Weiner, by directors Josh Kriegman and Elise Steinberg, goes balls deep into the story of ex-New York Congressman Anthony Weiner, who was forced to resign due to allegations of sexting in 2011, and in the settling dust of this scandal, decided to run for New York City mayor in 2013. With insider access during his 2013 campaign for mayor, the directors offer an equally hilarious and eye-opening look at an absolute political meltdown. At number 2, Life Animated by director Roger Ross Williams gives audiences an intimate look at a child with autism who didn't speak for years and spent most of his time watching and memorizing Disney movies in his basement, and his loving family who, determined to communicate with their child, are forced to transform themselves into his favorite animated characters. Part live action and part animated reenactment, this film tackles love, loss, family, and much more. And finally, landing the number 1 spot is Sherpa by directors Jennifer Peetham, which tells the little-known yet extremely important story of the Sherpa people who inhabit the national parks surrounding Mount Everest. For years, the Sherpa were the guides for tourists who want to climb to the top of Mount Everest. But now, with the types of visitors to the mountain shifting, the indigenous people are being forced to do more and more dangerous tasks in order to keep their jobs out of the hands of pay-to-summit tourists. Beautifully shot against a frozen Himalayan background, this film takes a serious look at a cultural clash and industrial struggle that is affecting an entire people as we speak. Well, there you have it. The festival runs from Thursday, March 4th until Sunday, March 7th, and I truly hope to see some of you there. And remember to keep an eye out for E23's coverage of this event. We'll be talking to directors and letting you know which movies to see. Thanks for watching.